I gain some good deed. And some only think about how I gain some material status. And Allah promised those something, and Allah promised those something. And we hear it. And this is answer us in all our life. Now, why I do not have the quality? Very simple. Imagine if a person, his heart attached to dunya, attached to material status, meaning he's sick. He has the ultimate. Please be quiet. Okay? Respect all the sound you hear. Only the sound you respect, not the another thing. You know? Now, this is what you call it a real destruction. Now, and all our life is like that. Do you see what you see? Can you see it? Really, can you see what happened? No, you can hear it only, but you cannot see it. Why? It doesn't have any power. It doesn't have any strength. This is exactly of what happening to us in this life. All what happened to around us is a destruction. Doesn't mean nothing. It come and go. It has no value. You cannot even see it, touch it. You think you do, but you never do. I'm serious. You see, it's a wisdom. It's a wisdom behind it. Do you know what we're running after? Is more weaker than what you heard now. Because it has no value. And it never stays. It's just what you heard. Just sound. It really vary in a place? No. Because once we die, nothing we can take. If you look at our life, your life is example like that. Your life, all our life like that. It come and go. It come and go if you really think about it. What you gain? Nothing. What you really gain? Nothing. You think you gain. Because in any given time you find out Allah sent something, you take it. And it has no value. Even your pleasure is always gone. You see? What is meaning to us? Imagine if we're running after like this. This is what we're running after. You think you can catch it? You know? You think you can catch it? No way. And this is the reality. And the reality, you leave it. But it's where you're running after illusion. You're running after illusion and you will never reach it. And this reality. Now, why we do not have the quality? Imagine if a person running after illusion, what kind of a person is that? Is stupid or not? Yes. Do you know what happened to you if you're really running after material? You have to have arrogance. You have to have selfishness. You have to have greed. You have to have envy. All the dirty and evil diseases, you will have it. You have to. Because you're not content. You're not content with what Allah gave you. You see? Because if you content with what Allah gave you, none of this will matter to you. You see? And one of the things we should be attached to is a destruction. Imagine we attach to destruction instead of be attached to Allah. Even a gathering like that, any action happen, it will test for you to see where is your heart. Are your heart going to be attached to imagine, or your heart attached to hear what Allah said? But this is explained to us, where is our heart? Our heart is ready. I'm serious. Our heart is ready to be scattered. Because if my heart connect to Allah now, it doesn't matter. Situation will come and go. it will not even, I will not even think about it. I will not think about it. Like one scholar, one time he was in a meeting like that, and somebody knocking the door. He find all the audience, and instead of looking at him, looking to the door, except one. And he start crying. So you ask him, why are you crying? He said, this is the condition of us. Allah telling you, I'm opening the door for you. And all of a sudden, a person opens the door, your heart moves towards the door. You want to know what the door will bring. And Allah opened the door of goodness to you. And you said, oh Allah, I'm busy now. It teaches us where our heart. If you are in a gathering and your heart and your eyes get distracted easy, do not blame the person who's doing it. Blame yourself. If your heart is really attached, if the whole thing, if an earthquake happened now, you will not move because your heart is so attached to Allah. But this will not happen overnight. Because right now is the reality it happened. The reality of your heart will show up. How much a tiny distraction can do to us and doesn't mean nothing. Imagine what about life. And the life is example of what happened exactly, but in a big picture. Like when you have a big screen or a small screen, but you're watching the same. My dear brother and sister in Islam, this is the reality of us. And where are we going? How much we value what Allah promised us. And how much we value what Shaitan promising us. Because the devil is promising and Allah is promising. We're supposed to deny what the Shaitan promised and we obey what Allah promised. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaches us. The devil will never advise you except of a lie. All his promises is a lie. And believe it or not, in our life we see it over and over again. By this way, why I do not have a good quality? Good quality do not come unless you straight your heart with Allah. Why I get envy? Why I get jealous? You see, if I'm content with what Allah give me, do you think I will be jealous? If I'm content with what Allah give me, I fear from the future. If I really content with what Allah give me and I love Allah, you think I will not be generous? You think if I go to somebody else's house, I will look what they have and what I do not have? I will worry about how I look like? No. I will look and worry about how my heart look like. Anything else?
I have one topic. The road to paradise or the road to Jannah, inshallah?
The road to paradise or the road to Jannah. This reminds me of something very beautiful. A small book of one author in the old days. I love it so much. He said, Inni muhajiran ila Rabbi. The name of the book, I am immigrating toward Allah. And he talked about all this immigration I'm talking about. You see? And this again is it explaining what we're talking about. By this way, if I'm honest to myself, I ask myself, if me going toward paradise or me going toward hellfire? Very simple, if I believe about it. If my action lead me toward this or toward that. How I know? Very simple. Read Quran. See what Allah said. And see your quality. Is your quality among those who belong to paradise or your quality among those who are hypocrite or disbeliever? Like one scholar said, he said, nobody read Quran without Quran will reveal you. Meaning you will be among one group. In any given time, every one of us among one of the group in Quran. And this is why my pamphlet, I said, please read it. Because I summarized in this pamphlet, all the verses belong to the quality of the believer and the quality of the hypocrite and disbeliever. And if I'm honest, when I read it, I ask myself, where am I? If I am among those, or am I among those? Sister Shane, you was having a question?
Yes, brother. I know myself and my family understand the reason why the Prophet fasts the 2 days, and we're curious, we want to know why.
MashaAllah.
If you can just give us the dates.
Okay. Why is 2 days? Is the Prophet fasting 2 days?
Today and tomorrow.
Okay.
That's what I was told.
Okay. What happened is, because we love your family, I'm going to repeat it. I said it already, but for the benefit of this family, I'm going to repeat it quick. The Prophet ﷺ, when he migrated to Medina, from Mecca to Medina after many years, he found out the Jewish people was fasting at this particular day, which is the 10th of Muharram. Okay? And what happened is, he said, why is the Jewish people is fasting? He said, there's a day Musa alayhi salam, Allah saved him from Pharaoh. And the Jewish people fasted as thanks to Allah of saving Musa. He said, we belong to Musa more than you. And he fasted this particular day. In the year before he died, he said of the meaning of, if Allah allow me to live for the following year, I will fast the day before or the day after. And this is why we're fasting another extra day as to fulfill the wish of the Prophet ﷺ after he died. And this is what it means. It has nothing to do with sweetness or anything. And the Prophet ﷺ, he said, whoever spend in a good cause and make his family happy in this day, Allah will open and make his life happy and fulfill all the year to come. What it means in here, a family has a need. You go fulfill the need of the family. If you fulfill the need of the family at this particular day, Allah fulfill your need for a whole 1 year. What happens if your family doesn't have really a need? Now, what you do, go to another family, has a need, and fulfill their need. Allah will take care about you and your family for a year. And it's a promise from Allah, from the Prophet ﷺ. Another thing, we forget something. Today we have a disease. Once we said the family has a need, we think about food, or clothing, or a toy. But in actual reality, we all have a need. We need paradise. We need the pleasure of Allah. We need the mercy of Allah. What more than need than that? I remember my father, may Allah give him mercy, in his grave, he used to join us together and sit down and said, what you done in 1 year? This is the day you cry and ask Allah what you done, what you gained last year. And if you are a loser, you should be in a state of crying and ask Allah, oh Allah, allow me to be saved. Save me from my own self and my own temptation. Save me from my ignorance and arrogance. Give me the quality, O Allah. We talk about quality. How many of us sit in a day like that and said, oh Allah, give me wisdom, give me guidance, give me light, give me understanding. Save me, Allah. Make me pure to you. Oh Allah, I need a new car. Oh Allah, I need 4 tires. Oh Allah, new refrigerator. Oh Allah, this vacation, I want it to happen. Oh Allah. You see, all our dua is full of material. But actually, this day, you ask Allah for the ultimate. What about, oh Allah, give me afwa al-afiyah. Oh Allah, erase my bad deed. Erase it. Oh Allah, give me a good deed, Ya Allah. Open my vision to you, Ya Allah. Make me love you, Ya Allah. And make other love me for you, Ya Allah. And make me the cause of making other love you, Ya Allah. What about that? Oh Allah, make me be pleased with you and be pleased with me, Ya Allah. Open the door of good deed to be pleased with me, Ya Allah. What about judging ourselves?